and he kisses it into her mouth, which is gross, while they're talking to Julian, and he's like, he loves to, Ford, great to see you, because this has all just been garbage. I think he calls it diarrhea.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, Julian Grindle would love this kind of rich person, yacht rock type bullshit. Fucking buddy with the piano and his other, and the singer fucking getting down to smooth jazz singles and whatever.
Like you do.
Or at least smooth rock. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was necessarily yacht rock. They weren't singing fucking Jimmy.
Well, I mean, I would say adult contempo.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Adult contempo.
Like it wasn't Cheeseburgers in Paradise or whatever, right?
Not quite.
But they figure out some things. Colleen's there. She sneaks a CD into Jazz's dress, and they leave, and like, you need to check the back of my dress. Oh! I never thought you'd never ask. And then he checks, and then it's a CD. A MacGuffin, if you will.
Yes.
As most noirs have MacGuffins.
Yeah, there's got to be one, and this one is theirs. Isn't this where they reference the fact that they've already fucked?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're just like, well, you know, like, oh, you're attractive and this and that. And she's like, yeah, well, what about that one time? I'm like, wait, what?
Where it's like, you made me do all the dishes and stuff. He's like, I did all the work in bed. Oh, because he's that guy.
Because that's Andrew Dice Clay.
Because he's that guy.
Which quickly actually made me laugh. That one actually caught me off guard. I was like, all right, that was pretty funny. But yeah, it was so weird to be like, oh, and they already did. Why would she, why is she still working? What the fuck is going on?
Well, he literally pays her earlier in the film with the bracelet. She's like, what about last month's pay? And then he literally just plants one on her and he says, that's for you. And then he takes off.
And that seems, I guess,
and she was like, it's one of those things where she's like, ugh, but then she smiles a bit after
she's like,
she wipes her mouth.
Clearly
I'm like,
that
does not do anything.
Nope.
That promotes misogyny, if anything.
Yeah, no, that's definitely pretty much going, yeah, I can be paid in kisses from the cute guy?
Which
question mark?
Which, no, Jazz. No, be
You're
better, girl.
than this.
Be better, girl. Either way, Ford and the koala are just chilling out, relaxing on the couch. Fucking Ford's got I think a pitcher of milk.
I would assume.
And koala's got snacks of some sort in a giant bowl.
Because that's what you do when you got a koala.
MTV comes up, funny enough. I think it's Kurt Louder. Talking about the Black Plague funeral, and he thinks Zuzu Pedals is going to be there because he sees Zuzu in a black... And here's Black Plague's last video, and Zuzu Pedals is the video girl in it.
So essentially, it turns out she's like a video vixen, I believe they call them.
So he goes to the funeral.
Yeah.
We get a scalper selling tickets to, I guess, the front row.
Which, again, that kind of made me laugh. I'm like, that's pretty good.
So 4 women appear, all wiping their mouths. I don't know how they all collectively blew him, but fine.
They'll figure it out.
Ford rocks up and goes, how much? $300. They paid $100. They also blew me. $300 it is! Because I'm not doing that.
Yes.
So there's all mourners, and he's like, have you seen this girl? 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 Shows a girl with a veil over her face, clearly.
Yeah, and she just goes, well, I should hope so.
It's like, is this some kind of joke? Yeah. And then he puts up the veil, and Zuzu Pedals.
Well, that was easy.
And then Smiley takes Zuzu Pedals.
Yeah.
And then there's a car chase.
Oh, my God.
So Ford takes a car. I don't know why he didn't take his car.
I don't know. I guess this one was closer.
The garbage will do.
Yes.
Gets into a hearse.
Yep.
Steals a hearse.
Which has a body in it?
Which has a body in it.
Which, what?
Now, the body turns out to be just some hot girl.
Yeah.
In, like, a nightie, which I'm like, okay, well, something's up here because no.
Yeah, because that's not how that happens.
And throughout this car chase, there's just the main joke is she eventually finds her way on
basically because she's got cleavage, so he's looking at her going, "Oh, look at you must have been something when you were alive, something to that nature." And again, it caught me off guard and it made me fucking laugh. I hate myself for it, but it made me laugh. So we're fucking, of course, like we said, the joke was obviously going where her head ends up in his lap, and he pulls it out and he goes, I'm not that desperate." Well, and then he puts the head back down and he goes, I'm just fucking with you. And I'm like, all right, that kind of got me. Fuck you.
We get, Zuzu, like, driver, we need to pull over. I got a pee-pee. It's like, pushes her face back.
Because she seems to not understand what's going on.
jumps a fucking hill.
Yeah.
Lands into a grave.
Uh-huh.
Zuzu climbs out. Again, we think Smiley's dead.
Yeah.
The corpse awakens.
No, what happened?
And what the joke is that was actually a call girl who just, I guess, the kink of the guys driving it. Like, all you morticians are weird.
Yeah.
You guys really know how to party. I'm like, so the whole thing is that she pretends to be dead, and then they...
I mean...
And then they...
There's rumors that that's a thing.
And then they...
I guess.
So...
He gets his rocks off on dead bodies.
I'm glad that was roughly implied and not shown. Thank you for that, at least. All the cops show up. It's Amos again. They have it on good authority that the killer of Bobby Black and Johnny Crunch is Zuzu Pedals, the crazed groupie.
Yes. And he's like, he shows... I think he shows him the picture again.
Same picture. I'm like, how many people have this fucking picture?
Apparently everybody. And then he's just like, have you seen her? No, I ain't seen her. And then he literally just walks away with her.
Yeah, because she's literally like not 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Kind of crouching behind the hearse, but not really.
Yeah, she's not hiding. She's just,
also
that's where she's sitting.
Chewing her gum rather loud. They would hear that. Either way.
But that's the joke, and fucking Ford even says in the voiceover of like, it wasn't easy to get her away, And
then it all goes to shit.
Yeah.
He comes home. The koala's dead. Hung from the ceiling. Yeah. Thank you for that image.
Yeah.
The house explodes. After his radio exploded, or his sound system exploded.
This was fucking idiotic.
Blowing fucking Zuzu Pedals across the room going, I've never been blown up before. It's orgasmic.
Oh boy. And then she walks over to the microwave. Are you cooking something? Get out. And
then they run out.
Yeah.
And then the whole 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, nothing happens. Maybe it was just a pot pie. Explosion. The kids beat up.
Yeah.
Like, I tried to stop them, Ford. I really did. Yeah. He's like, good try, kid. And then he's like, but at least I got my car. Beep, beep, bang, explodes. So his house is gone. His car is gone. His koala's dead. His kid sidekick's beat up. He's got to deal with Zuzu still.
By the way, I want that on a t-shirt. His koala's dead. I really want
And then,
that.
the koala hanging from the ceiling fan. People would ask many questions. What? You know what? Better not to ask.
Yeah.
I don't think you want the answers to why that shirt is there. So Ford, at his lowest point, gets picked up.
Yeah.
Almost by a couple of douchebags, and then fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they get their comeuppance.
Of course.
And then a girl from the bar pays off. Some random chick named Melody. Who goes, Ford, it's me, remember Melody? Picks him up and brings him to what can only be described as a 13-year-old boy's dream.
Yes.
A sorority of women doing all of the things that they do in pornos.
They're literally playing Twister.
Sexy Twister.
Having pillow fights. Drinking heavily.
All scantily clad.
Oh, yeah. They're all in their underwear.
In a light bulb, which
I'm like, aside from that image, which, good image.
Underboob.
Yeah, the underboob, if you will. But she's screwing in a light bulb. I'm like, is it because she's doing housework? I don't know.
Or is the joke, if she was blonde, how many blondes does it take to screw in a light bulb?
But she's dark-haired, so maybe that is it's fucking cerebral of see, blondes don't change a light bulb. It had to be the brunette. I don't know.
So he just, he catches her. She's like, I've fallen. And he catches her. He's like, maybe I did die in the explosion. Oh.
And this is his heaven. Yeah, all right.
And then they proceed to induct him into their sorority. But it's an actual, Gregorian-type chanting with his name involved. And I'm like, okay, that's weird.
That's weird. So the whole sorority is based around him? Wouldn't he already be a member then?
And while this is happening, two goons who we see earlier in the film, only known as Pain, take Jazz and chuck her out a window. And you think, well, she's dead.
Yep.
No, she shows up to the sorority.
Nobody dies in this movie.
Other than Bobby Black and Johnny
but
Crunch.
You never know.
I guess.
They might come back.
Although there is a scene during the funeral where he's in this clear cylinder coffin that gets knocked off his things and proceeds to roll down the hill, all the groupies following him. I'm like, I guess that's
all right, that works, I guess.
So Jazz shows up and goes... And is mad that he's like, why do you have to have an office on a second floor window? And I'm like, be happy it wasn't the 5th floor, because you would be dead.
You could be dead. Be happy.
Which proves that, that guy must be, Sam Sleazebag must be alive, because she's alive. Yeah. I mean, she's worse for wear.
Yeah,
they take her to the hospital, and then they talk about the CDs, and I think they get a second one at this point, and more of the MacGuffin of, we need more. It's not known yet that they need a third CD.
No, but they're just like, there's something missing. That's all they really know.
Because they find out here it's a computer disc.
Yeah. No, they found out earlier at the
at the party.
The party, because he tried to put it into...
But she said it was useless, but then we find out later why it's useless. Goes to see Colleen, because he thinks Colleen did it, because her hat was there.
Yes.
Julian is also there. He thinks he's going to crack the case, and he's going to be all happy, and then boom! Julian shoots Colleen dead.
Because,
And then she literally, and he's like, artichoke, aardvark. I'm like, really? We're going
really
with this
doing
joke?
this? This is what we're doing?
Art Mooney, you idiot! And then she dies. Like, the world's famous,
yeah, but death. It's dumb, but it's kind of funny.
And
Which is this whole movie.
And then we said, that's exactly, put that on the fucking WayBack movie, says dumb, ...
Kind of funny.
But kind of funny. We get Payne, we get Smiley, we get Julian. It finds out that Julian's the ultimate bad guy, and he's got all his henchmen, and he's gonna torture Ford.
Yes.
Not him. He has his guitar from his Jimi Hendrix guitar, who he's waxed poetic about through the entire film.
His favorite thing in the world.
And they're gonna carve his name in it, and they're gonna just mess it up. He's like, no, not my baby. Yeah. I'll tell you anything. Like, Jesus,
you don't gotta torture me.
That was easy. Either way, that goes out the window. It's gone.
And he's very upset.
They figure out a way to knock the lights out so they can escape.
Well, basically, he tries this whole thing where he takes chewing gum out of her mouth and then
wraps it around something.
I think it's a paper clip.
Yeah,
throws it in the light socket and knocks out all the power out, and they run.
No.
Yes, that would technically knock out all the electricity.
Would it?
It would kill you.
Yeah,
but it would knock out the electricity.
Okay. Well, either way, they use that to escape to the roof. Top of the world, Ma. I'm like, why are you referencing a James Cagney movie? And then Zuzu Petals joins in because she knows the reference, and I'm like, no, she wouldn't know that.
She would not know what that is.
Either way.
But I mean, at the same time, this movie all of a sudden starts being science fiction because they're on like the top of it, and then
Capitol Records building.
Yeah, and there's like a lower part, I would say about 30 feet down.
That they land on,
and then they just cut, and then they cut back to them landing on it. I'm like, wait, how did that happen? Okay.
So they're slowly scaling the Capitol Records building. Yeah. One of the Payne guys lands. Oh, he's got his gun in his mouth. Yeah. She pulls the gun out, shoots him, and then he's dead.
Which I'm like, he's already falling. Just push.
Literally the joke, because there's a tourist bus, like, in LA, anything can happen. And then the body proceeds to crash through it like that. And then the bus drives away.
Yeah.
Smiley grabs a hold of her, and then they kind of all tussle.
And they fall down, and then they're holding on to a thing where, because Ford has fallen through part of the, I want to say ceiling, but it's not a ceiling, it's just a thing. Like a
well, we get them all falling, thing. Like, and then all he's going is, my hair.
Yeah. Well, because, so Smiley's holding on to her legs, and she's holding on to Ford's legs, and he finds his guitar, and he's very happy. But then
he realizes
he can't get rid of Smiley without doing it, so he just sort of goes,
Sorry,
Jimmy, and he throws the guitar, and it hits Smiley, and then Smiley falls to the ground.
On a piano. Ichihara Liberace.
Get it? It's not a piano dropping on him, it's him dropping on a piano. Huh?
Comedy.
These are the jokes.
I know you're out there, I can hear you breathing. Mm-hmm. And then they proceed to just Spider-Man their way down.
Yeah. Which apparently wasn't a problem, which I thought it was, but that's
And then they finally hit the ground, but they still think they're on the building. They're like, okay, hold on, Zuzu. And then like these like tourists show up and go, how do you get to the Man Chinese Theater? Mm. You get out of here. You from Michigan? Get out of here. Actually, we're from Wisconsin. Get out of here. I'm like, why did there need to be a correction?
I don't know. I really don't know. That made no sense. Well, I think it's because just, we're from Wisconsin.
Like he thinks they're from Michigan, but actually we're from Wisconsin. Get out of here.
Yeah. And then they look down,
Hey, is that your friend?
And it's
Art
fucking
Mooney!
Art Mooney's fucking name is a star on the Walk of Fame. And of course,